guys, this is Kris.
And this is Colin from Creator.
This is the last episode for our Creators React for Bump in the Night.
Yes.
And let's react.
Yeah, let's just get right into it. We have got Loic and Erwan, age 17 and age 11 from Calgary.
Brothers team up.
Brothers coming in with the team up. We've seen definite submissions from each of them.
Yeah.
And now we've got a team up collaboration. And this is the Haunters, the Haunters become the Haunted. So not the Hunters become the Hunted, the Haunters become the Haunted.
Oh, I like the play on words.
Yeah, clever. Cool. So the scene that we have here is very Ghostbusters-esque, where we have some ghouls or some creatures who were haunting this house potentially, or maybe haunting a village of some sort. And instead now these Ghostbuster-like guys have come in to haunt them instead. They have become a ghost's worst nightmare, as it says in the title. But something interesting is that they're also like haunted.
Yeah.
They're themselves are not just like a human. They're not like the Ghostbusters where they're people who are hunting these ghosts down. They're like they're creatures. There's like a werewolf man. He's trying to like help someone out, or he's trying to like suck up some ectoplasmic night.
Yeah.
And there's this ghost as well. So kind of an interesting twist on things where it's not just humans versus ghouls.
Cool.
Cute little castle or house build as well on a smaller scale. Good use of colors, like the bat floating up there and some other creatures. Overall, great team up, guys. Hopefully you guys had fun building it, because we had fun getting to look at it. Again, you guys are in Calgary. Keep it together. Bring it to BuildCon.
That'd be awesome. See you guys there. And we got Luke, age 7, BC, Unmentionable Horrors. Now this one is, there's lots. It almost reminds me of like one of those shops, like a freaky shop that has a bunch of like collector items. Where is that from? I feel like we've seen that in a television show. Is that like...
I mean, I think it's a common sort of like horror trope, but you think about like Harry Potter when he goes into like, he takes the Blue Network, goes to Diagon Alley, he says Diagon Alley instead.
Exactly. Well, I mean, even like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? There's always these magic ancient shops, antique shops, like whatever.
Shrunken heads.
Exactly.
Like
you
that.
do not touch anything in this shop. So this is basically a collection of horror items.
Is that a shrunken head? It's like a baby head.
Where? Oh snap! Yeah, there you go. See, it's already there. So like, you got stuffed owls, mummified people, headless bodies that you don't even know. It's freaky. And this guy is kind of, looks like he's going down to it. So if you ever see a shop like this, stay away. I mean, what are you gonna do? Spend your money on useful things, not things that are cursed. I already know that firsthand from my build. You don't take anything from your uncle, especially once he's passed away. Okay? So Luke, awesome, but don't buy anything in these shops.
Next we have Nathan and Robin, age 8 and age 40 from Manitoba. This is my nightmare.
Father and son team up.
Yeah, so this is an underwater scene, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of a collaboration between our Under the Sea and our Things That Go Bump in the Night.
Oh, that's true.
Something that I really like, though, is that it's his nightmare. He's running away to his bed, which is underwater.
Oh, wait, he ate somebody.
Who? Oh,
I didn't,
So if you guys look very closely, you can see that this creature on the left-hand side has, in fact, devoured somebody, and only the legs are sticking out. But again,
savage.
We can see a little bit of a close-up of this monster here. He's got some giant red lips, some white, sharp teeth, a long black and yellow tail with a black and yellow body. But again, something interesting for me is this like a nightmare? Like, is it literally he's just sleeping, it's a nightmare? And what he's trying to do is get back to his bed in the dream so he can wake up in his bed? That'd be really cool.
He is.
Because there's a bed under the, like, why would there be a bed there?
God.
So it's really
How
cool.
did you not see that?
I don't know. So just some interesting things. And then of course he threw in some really great foliage work in the background just to give it some backdrop. But overall, very cool, Nathan. Thank you so much for the build. We really enjoyed it. Overall fun build. And again, the fact that you threw that bed in there really just put that little bit of a twist in the story, enough to make it that much more unique.
Put your story in the comment section below. We'd really appreciate it. All right, next one is Nikko, age 16, Calgary, Goblin Tunnels. This is going to be something familiar from the Hobbit movie. You can already see that Golem is underneath. I mean, it's pretty much part of a bigger mock from what you can tell, but this scene in that movie was pretty freaky just because anytime you see goblins, it's always dark, but you never know how many of them are there.
I know.
And the fact that these guys, they don't know. They're just up against thousands.
And some of them are coming up from the side of the bridge.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, whenever you see goblins in The Hobbit or any of the Lord of the Rings films, it's trouble. Like you can't make it out there without having to fight thousands. Thankfully, they're not that good. They're not that strong that you could just fly through them. But yeah, this is a freaky scene. I would never want to be trapped in a cave with goblins because I don't know how to fight. I don't have like an enchanted elf weapon. You need an elf weapon, right?
For sure.
So next one.
Noah from Calgary. No title, unfortunately. We don't have an age on Noah at this time. Can't remember.
He's like 16, I think.
Something like that. Sorry, Noah. We'll get it later. We have this creature. So this creature is... It looks like something we might have seen from like our sharp teeth build. It's really, really interesting shape. I'm trying to figure out if it has glasses on.
I think it's a nerd.
Oh.
It's a comedic take.
I see.
Where he can't see. He doesn't have eyes.
So it's like this creature who's like...
Oh no, he does.
It looks kind of like a mole creature. It's got really big mole-like hands, where like they use these big hands to dig through the dirt, but moles are like blind.
Right.
And their nose comes up like this. I think this is a mole. Noah, let me know if it's a mole. I'm pretty sure it is. Cool. But he's blind because he's a mole. So instead he has his glasses on.
That's hilarious.
Maybe he's off to his first day of mole school. Hopefully he doesn't get picked on too much for the glasses. But overall, a pretty funny build. An interesting take on things that go bump in the night. It's nice to see people take a more comedic side to it as well. Because, I mean, like we saw, lots of death and gruesomeness. This one's a little bit more lighthearted, but still, definitely wouldn't want to meet him on a dark night. Especially when he can see me with his glasses.
Especially with all that sharp teeth. Alright, next one is Peter, age 17, in USA. Jikininki the Blind. So basically, is it?
Jikininki.
Jikininki. I don't know what that word means. Is that just a...
I don't know.
Anything? We'll have to look it up. Basically, he's coming out of the bed and he's got a long tongue, very reminiscent of Venom, I would say. But it's a creature that's coming out of your bed. And what does he have in his hand? It's a heart. So he basically is offering you a heart. So is this your pet? Is this your friend? Is this your guardian angel? I don't want to know. But it's freaky saying that he's offering, is it love? Is it like, here you go, master? I'm not sure. Peter, this is super dark.
Maybe this is the last scene you see as it takes your heart.
Oh, that's cool. Wow. Anyways, I just fell silent there. Like,
because look, the blood drops are coming from you. It's not raining towards you. He's going backwards.
Oh my God, Peter! That was so cool. And I love the fact that you use blue rubber bands. Is that
a Lego official rubber band?
Is it? We won't say. But good job, Peter.
So cool.
Very different, and it's such a simple build. Like, that's a good thing. It's a simple build because it really communicates everything really well. So. Next one.
Samuel, age 15, Graveyard of the Lost. So another theme that's very common for things that go bump in the night seems to be graveyards. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Very cool. Definitely a very spooky setting for a lot of things to happen. Unfortunately, there's nothing else really happening besides the graveyard itself, but I still really like it. So there's broken down gates. I like that we have some levels to the ground leading up to this graveyard. Again, looks pretty freshly dug under this gnarly, knobbly tree. I really like the way he did the tree using those like tentacles.
Yeah.
With just a little bit of foliage on it. Again, freshly dug. You can see the brown dirt. You can see the shovel literally right next to it as well. But again, I don't know who passed and who was put here, but it doesn't look like the best place to be laid to rest. I have a feeling that this Graveyard of the Lost is going to be pretty haunted. Probably going to have some creepy crawlies and some ghouls coming up to cause some havoc in the near future. But overall, pretty cool build. I like the scene. Thank you so much, Samuel, for the submission.
Awesome. Well, next one is Thijn, 14 from Germany, Oversized tick. Can you imagine having an oversized tick like around you? Do they crawl into your ear or they burrow
in your skin?
Can you imagine? But that's huge. That would be like having like an oh my God, like an oversized lump.
I mean, it's like the size of my hand. You'd have to like burrow into your chest.
Oh, there you go. Can you imagine like going to the doctor, like, hey doctor, like I have this red bump on my skin. What if it's like one of those freaky stories where the tick grows, and then the moment the doctor cuts it open, all the little ones come out because he's been laying eggs.
Why would you do that?
I'm so sorry. Oh God, see,
That's
Thijn. That was a good one. That story was awesome.
That's gross.
Sorry, and Thijn, that was awesome. You made us
dog for scale.
dog for scale. Oh man, that's a huge. That's like taking it onto a whole nother level. It's eating humans now.
Yeah. Well, it's an oversized tick. So.
That's true. Okay, we got Vicky.
We got Vicky, age 39, from Edmonton. Shaggy and Scooby get a rude awakening. So what we have here appears that Shaggy and Scooby are in some sort of haunted manor or in some sort of mansion that they might have been investigating some mischief. They decided that it was the best idea was to take a nap. Probably in hindsight, not the best idea.
It happens.
Scooby was going to have himself a tasty sandwich when all of a sudden this giant worm-like creature came busting out of the ground, spewing tile and floor everywhere with its 3 eyes ready to devour Shaggy, who is equipped with nothing more than a flashlight. Pretty cool scene. I like the work in the back with this blue clock. Definitely interesting use of colors. Like the trans blue and that blue color just along the gray gives a very spooky sort of feel to it.
I almost thought it was Jordan's build.
Very Jordan-esque, yep. Good one. If you guys have been following along, you'll know who Jordan is and why that joke is funny. But yeah, really cool scene. Again, the bed that they made was really nice. But this monster overall was just different. It was something interesting, and the combination of a very funny scene along with a very scary scene was really clever and really well done. So we really wanted to thank you so much, Vicky, for your submission this week. And yeah, thank you so much for submitting.
So the next one is Weston from Calgary, and we got a scene here. You got people fighting, but this is called the Murky Monster Woods. So obviously there's bad guys happening, and there's spiders, but it looks like somebody got caught, and that hand or the tree, quote unquote, is actually alive. This forest is alive, and it looks like it's ready to grab one of the unsuspecting people that are fighting. And I mean, it's already a bad scene where like you got people fighting, and then all of a sudden like
it just gets worse. It just
gets worse. Like a tree just swipes you, or you know, hopefully it swipes a bad guy and it helps him out, but I mean, you're already stuck in a dark woods.
It depends on who's inside the spider web, because he actually sends us the video, Weston, of the hand mechanic working, and it clamps right down on the spider web. So
nice job.
Hopefully that's not our main character in there, but a baddie that they had captured.
All right, Colin, who we have next?
Next we have Yash, age 11, another returning champion. This is Madness on Set. So this is a really funny scene. This is actually a movie set scene. So we have ourselves a director with his megaphone. We were also told that he spilled his coffee. You can see a small brown piece there to represent that. But what's happening is there's some anger happening on the scene because they have to keep retaking this scene over and over again because the main character himself has seen a ghost who is situated in the back right of this build. So just offset, every time they go to film, he's able to see this ghostly-like figure, and apparently he's attached with a rope to somebody else. So he ran away, his helmet went flying, he's dragging this other person, this other actor behind him, and it's causing all sorts of dismay just because he's seen what he thinks is a ghost. So kind of funny that all the chaos is basically it's a reaction on a reaction.
Yeah.
So the reaction to his reaction, which is just a reaction to seeing a ghost, which is pretty funny. But again, another really interesting take on things that go bump in the night. I never would have thought of doing like a movie set theme with just like a ghost on the side. Yeah. So Yash, as always, thank you so much for participating. You always have super interesting ideas.
Good concept.
A really great concept. So thank you so much for, again, this submission this week.
Well, that's it for all of our submissions. Thank you so much for viewing all our creators react. We hope you guys had a fantastic time checking out all these builds. Let us know which one you guys like in the comments section below. Yes. And of course, if you guys are new here, Colin, what do they do?
Yeah, definitely give a thumbs up, give a like, subscribe to our channels on YouTube as well as Instagram. Also go check out New Horizons social media profiles. They are the ones who are making it possible if you are in Airdrie or the Calgary area please go check out that mall. They are awesome, and they've been doing a lot of great work for the community, as well as providing for you guys to be able to build in these weekly themes.
And don't forget BuildCon, August 28th and 30th. It's coming up soon. And that's it. We'll see you guys in the next video.
See you guys. Bye.